Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for April 28th through May 2nd, or whenever you click into this reading, this is the reading for you. We're going to check into your current energies. If you've watched me before, I'm not going to focus on the recent past. I think we've focused on that a lot lately, but whatever energies do come up, if it is somebody from the past, we'll talk about it. And just some general energies, and then I'm also going to look into the next 3 to 6 months, and then we'll go ahead and look at your person, whoever's on your mind, and your energy, and then we'll pull some other cards for you, like the Romance Angels, a Love Oracle, and then the regular Wisdom of Oracle, to give you some advice at the end. So let's get started. First card out in your current energy is the Ace of Swords. Then we have the King of Wands in reverse, and then the Two of Wands. Okay. And your general energies, let's see, we've got Temperance, being patient. Okay, so you're getting rid of some toxic energy in your life. That's good. So the first thing I felt, if you've watched my readings before, I do typically like to check into the energy and see what I can pick up, and I felt a sense of happiness. In the last few readings, if you haven't gone back and watched those and you've been with me before, I've talked about it in each reading as we were kind of moving forward from a frustrated energy into sort of lightening up. And then this week I feel it's a lot lighter. Okay, so I feel like you're focused a lot less on, just less focused on love. Not that you don't love the person that you're with if you're with somebody right now, but I feel like there's sort of an energy of wanting to focus more on healing from maybe some toxic energies in the past, or feeling like you just had so much going on and so much to juggle. I'm just picking up on some general stuff right now. We'll get into each one of the rows. But it feels like whatever that juggling was going on, it was almost as if there was some inability to see how you were going to move forward. So with the Ace of Swords, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Two of Wands, you could be dealing with a fire sign, so Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. I feel like there was a real drive, a real push to move forward into something that maybe was... In this case, I feel like it's work, but it could have been a relationship where someone wasn't either as invested or wasn't as capable of really talking about their feelings. And it feels like you sort of kind of thought this might be someone that you could move forward with, but it's almost like you kept waiting and waiting for this person to open up or for there to be some reciprocal energy. And it just kind of feels like there may not have been. And this is how you're feeling about it currently. It's not that you don't want to move forward, because they're having me focus on the Crown, and I don't always in the Ace of Swords. It's like you see this person as possibly a long-term partner. But with the King of Wands in reverse, I just feel like there's an inability to communicate properly. And maybe you feel like that could make it difficult to move forward if you are that type of person who really likes to talk about your feelings. Some Scorpios do, some Scorpios don't. I know you're very passionate people, for sure. I mean, I'm a water sign as well, but you guys have such a deep passion for really being understood. And if somebody doesn't get you and get your passions and how you work, it's kind of hard to be in a relationship with them, right? So in this case, I think you're questioning whether you actually want to move forward or not, or whether this person could be an ultimate person. If this is a job situation, I feel like something new is coming towards you, or has just recently come towards you, and you're seriously considering this as an option. Maybe you think that this is where you're going to be able to make that step forward that you didn't feel like you were in before. Like in the King of Wands, it's almost like, okay, this has gotten monotonous or boring, or maybe it just wasn't as fulfilling as it used to be, and now you're kind of gazing off like, okay, what next? Is there something else out there that I can be a little bit more passionate about? with the Ace of Swords, something that brings me more passion, makes me want to get out of bed in the morning, things like that. So I feel like there might be a decision that you have to make around a work situation. And again, it could be with a relationship as well. So what they're asking you to do, this is kind of like spirit message to you, is to recognize where there might be some toxic behaviors, whether they're yours, and I'm an honest reader, so I'm going to say that, you know, they could be yours or they could be another person's, or work could have been toxic. But it looks like with patience, you're going to move away from that devil energy. You're going to move away from anything that feels manipulative. You know, this is not being sure. Do I, don't I, do I, don't I? Is somebody else juggling you and another person? Do you have some question about whether they're juggling you? Temperance is asking you to wait. Don't make any rash decisions. You see how she's tossing the water back and forth? It's like, I don't know. Is this going to work? Is it not going to work? Do I lack the patience to move forward in this situation, or can I hang out and see if it's going to go somewhere? If you thought that that person was toxic, this is telling me no, they're actually not. And maybe there was some confusion around that, and that's why the Two of Pentacles is here as well. It's like, are they, aren't they? Can I believe what they're saying? Are they telling me the truth, or are they actually toxic? If you're questioning whether they have some narcissistic tendencies, they might, but I think they're just tendencies. I don't think this person is as toxic as maybe they appeared on the outside. So you're really going to have to use some discernment there and decide whether you want to move forward. So in the next 3 to 6 months, we have the Lovers, the Two of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Cups. This tells me maybe there's a situation where you just feel like this person doesn't recognize what it is that you bring to the table, and maybe in that period of time, you're going to have moved away. Because right now this says moving away, right? I love the joke about the water Uber. But so this could be that you've already stepped away from that partnership because this person wasn't bringing you what it was that you wanted in a relationship. Maybe they couldn't see what it was that you brought to the table, and you're more focused on the other things in your life where you can fill yourself up. If a partner's not going to be a true partner and they don't have the same love, or it doesn't feel as loving as you want it to, of course you're going to walk away, right? So in this case, in the next 3 to 6 months, there is a possibility, like I feel like you're going to break away from something that just doesn't serve you. So they're saying you're going to have to make a choice about this. And in reverse tells me that you will have made that decision within the next 3 to 6 months. If it's just not working, why stay, right? Why give something energy that isn't worth giving your energy to? Okay, so let's clarify the Ace of Swords and see, in between the Ace of Swords and the King of Wands, this lack of communication or an inability to express. Okay, so there's the Nine of Swords. So there's a lot of, and then the Lovers, which makes perfect sense. And then we have the Two of Wands. It's like your current energy is kind of floating between, do I stay? Do I go? Do I really want this? Don't I? Can I see this as a future? Is it going to bring the joy into my life that I really want, that I know I deserve? And with the Nine of Swords, you know, this could be something that is causing you to lose sleep, or maybe you feel like you've been stabbed in the back in relationships so much in the past that maybe there's a part of you that's really super guarded, and that could be a reason why maybe this person appears like they have toxic tendencies. And then with the Lovers card, focusing on love and wanting the love, but if you're losing sleep over a relationship, it may be time to really step back and ask yourself, do you want to stay in that juggling kind of place where your mental state is constantly in either disruption or confusion, or you can't focus at work because this relationship is so confusing to you? Whatever it is, that's what it seems like you're dealing with right now. And again, with the Temperance card, I'm going to say have patience, because I don't think this person, this relationship is toxic. I think it's definitely got, okay, well, we've got the Tower in reverse, which is telling me that if there was a situation where you felt like it was toxic, then you might have wanted to break away from it. But to me, the Tower in reverse says, you know, it's not going to fall apart. Maybe you're just here to find out, is this relationship going to go somewhere? I'd say yeah. I'd say for sure. If you really love this person and maybe they just don't have the same ability to express themselves as you do, I'd say give it some time. Be patient, because that person may have a lot going on in their life that you don't know about, and maybe you want them to open up to you, but they haven't had the ability to. Definitely with the Tower in reverse and the Devil in reverse, I'm going to say they're definitely not toxic. And I don't sense that there's any cheating or any kind of third party, none of that. But, you know, this also, if you put the time and the patience into this relationship and moving forward it doesn't work out, then it wasn't meant to be, right? But if you feel like it's worth putting the energy, try to relax into the situation and maybe stop losing so much sleep over it, because I do feel like this is a loving situation. The Lover's cards, I just feel a lot of love from that. Okay, and then we have the Sun card. That couldn't be any better. And then we have Justice. So you're going to get your justice in this situation. In other words, what you believe is there under the surface, I believe is there. Look how beautiful she is. So maybe you're just feeling super, super sexy right now, male or female, doesn't matter, because she's hot, right? She's gorgeous. And you're feeling like you deserve what it is that you bring in a relationship. You know how great you are. You know that you have lots of love to give, and you communicate well, and you probably have a great job, or you have a lot to offer to a relationship. And the Sun card tells me that once you break free of some of those mental issues, that you're going to recognize that this is a beautiful situation. Now, as I said, the 3 to 6 months, if it doesn't work out, you're going to move away. But that just tells me you're not tolerating anything, obviously, now, more so than ever. You're not tolerating people that don't bring it to the table, right? So the Sun tells me that this is a really great situation. If you did have a Tower moment in the past, in a past relationship, and you moved forward out of it, this tells me that you're healing from that, and that you're not going to be, hopefully not losing sleep over that anymore, and really finding happiness, because now they're focused on the Lovers and the Sun card. So this tells me that this relationship that you're looking forward to, or one that has started, not somebody from the past. This feels like the past is broken away. Things that you lost sleep over before, I feel like have come to an end. And now they want to bring this into your life and have you recognize that they're not the same toxic behaviors as people that you've experienced in the past. You will get your justice. All right, so let's clarify the Two of Cups in reverse. So maybe this is a tough decision because you did walk away from somebody that you loved, and that person didn't see your worth, and that may be some areas in the next 3 to 6 months as you move forward in a newer relationship that you may have to play out in your mind. But hopefully with the Sun card, the Star can be about healing, but I think the Sun card's about healing as well, and recognizing that things that are meant for you, good things that are meant for you, are coming. Okay. Then we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And I feel like that's you actually finding balance. Instead of having the two, the juggling like we had here, that tells me that there's no more juggling. And then the Judgment, you've made a decision. You may have had choices, but by 3 to 6 months, Judgment in reverse says to me that you've already made a decision. In the upright, it says you've got a decision to make, or there's some kind of paperwork to sign. Maybe you had been married, got divorced, and now that's finally going to come to an end in 3 to 6 months. And then your options are going to open up. If that's happened for you, that's kind of a side message for someone. But in this case, you're going to recognize with the options that you may have had in the past that the one person that you're focused on is really the person for you. So I don't think you're going to have a very difficult time making a choice in the next 3 to 6 months. I feel like this person's going to shine a lot more once you recognize that they bring such happiness to your life. Okay, so we're going to clear these cards, and then the next section is going to be about how they're feeling about you and how you're feeling about them. So this could be completely different from the general message. It's whoever's on your mind right now. It could be a past person, a current, or, you know, what might be coming towards you, some energy you don't necessarily feel yet. So let's see. This is for Scorpio for April. Tell me about Scorpio's person. How does Scorpio's person feel about them right now? Okay. Let's see how they're feeling about you. We've got, well, good. They don't want to run away. This person, okay. They're healing from some past situations where they felt, okay, where they felt like someone was a cheater. So they may be a little bit focused on where they've been hurt and where things hadn't worked out for them. But the Queen of Swords tells me male or female, and this is air energy. So we could be working with Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, and Pisces, or Aquarius, I'm sorry, again, with the star card. And then we have the swords still. So that's a lot of air energy is what I'm feeling. It's general, so you know that it could be any of the signs. But I feel like your person's just feeling like they're getting over all of the pain and BS that they dealt with in the past, and they're ready to speak their truth. They're ready to tell you how they feel about you. This is someone who's no bullshit, right? The Queen of Swords knows exactly how she feels. She's very passionate about what it is that she wants. So they really want to tell you that this is how they feel about you, that they're past whatever heartbreak was happening for them in the past. They're not carrying around those wounds anymore. They've moved beyond it, and they're really focused, it feels like, on you, because they're actually, their energy is moving towards you. Sorry, my hand looks really big in the thing I just realized. Their energy is moving towards you, so this is going to be your energy. So how does, you know what, I want to shuffle one more time, they said. Oh, and then that card fell out. All right, hang on. Hopefully I won't jerk the camera. Okay, so how you're feeling is independent. This is beautiful. You're feeling yourself right now, which is great. You've probably moved beyond some disappointments in your life, and now you're feeling good about who you are. Yeah, I mean, this is incredible. So you don't want to move away from this relationship. I think you might be, and then the Judgment in reverse. So where there might have been a hard decision, I don't think you have a tough decision to make. I think you know that whoever this person is that you're thinking about is the person that you want to be with. But there is a sense that you're very comfortable in your own skin. You're feeling really independent. And this person makes you happy. Like they bring some kind of stability and balance to your life. Even if it's not quite as communicative as you would like it to be. Because the Chariot in reverse says that you're not moving forward. In other words, to me, this is saying in this particular situation, you don't want to move either too fast or you don't want to leave this person. And here with the Wands, the Nine of Wands, I think you might be a little bit defensive only because you've experienced some things in the past that weren't so great. And maybe this is how, you know, your person, this is about you, but they may be seeing you as defensive just a little bit. Your energy might come across that way. Not that you mean to be, but it may just come across. But I see you really happy and independent and feeling good about the possibilities is what I sense. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a couple of romance angels. And then I'll get you a love oracle card and a couple cards from the oracle, the wisdom of oracle. Okay. Let's see what we've got. So we have finances and career, and that's what I was talking about. You were focused, I think I mentioned that earlier in your reading, you're focused kind of on work. Okay, I don't think this is a problem. Are are a factor in your love life, financial issues are a factor in your love life, I don't think that's a problem. Maybe it feels like it, maybe your person, because it landed on their area, it could be that they're focused on work, and maybe it feels like that's kind of in the way of you guys getting to know each other. But new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, and this is what I've been talking about. It does feel like a newer person to me. So this, because it's general, it's not going to resonate for everybody, but I do feel like whatever the situation is that you're in feels new. And then we have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. I don't think that this is someone from your past. I know it's coming up that way, but I feel like you're reconciling with the relationships from the past and deciding to move beyond them. Because this energy does not feel like an old energy. If it is an ex that you really, really want to come back, and that's who you were thinking about, then I'd say yes, there's a possibility. Because sometimes we do want someone from the past. So if you're looking to reconcile with someone, you're going to have to put some effort into creating something new within the relationship and not let work get in the way. That's going to be really important. Okay, so I'm going to get you a love oracle card, and then we'll get your other oracles for some advice moving forward. Yeah, I feel like this top card immediately is the one they want. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So if you're feeling like this with this person, it is. Trust it, it is. All right, let's get now the wisdom of the oracle for some advice. This is for Scorpio for the end of April. This is for Scorpio. Never-ending story, loyal heart, and the fates. Okay, so this is what's closing out for you, that never-ending story, that replay, right, of old things that were happening. The 3 and the 7 is a 10, so that's all about new beginnings. That's closing out all those old cycles, healing from old wounds, and moving forward. And then the loyal heart is what I kept describing about the person that I kept sensing that you're thinking about. I really do believe this person has a loyal heart and wants to be with you. Again, if it is somebody coming back from the past, then this could be meant for you, because then we have the fates. So current, or if you want somebody to come back, it could be that that relationship is fated, and that's why you're still feeling so much about the relationship itself. And then we have 17 and 35, which both reduce to an 8, so infinity. So it's like there's a lot of love, and to me that feels like the both of you kind of know, maybe it's not as out in the open, that this is meant to be. I think you're pretty sure that this is the right one for you. Okay, Scorpio, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do like, subscribe, and comment below. I love to interact with you guys. If you're one of my subscribers, thank you for being here. We have a small family, but it's a beautiful one. And if you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. If you need a personal reading, that information is in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in your next reading. Have a beautiful week. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.